They're watching around the world tonight inside the NBA.
Oh, we're going to set a record tonight.
Presented
We're going to set a record tonight.
by Kia.
The most people to ever watch inside the NBA.
What do you think the number's going to be?
Oh, it's going to be over 2.2 billion tonight.
Wow. And joining us at 12:03.
You know, because people are waiting
a.m.
up for the
Eastern
Mueller report tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
So they're just going to watch this and stay up?
Well, it comes out. It's already daytime over there, so they already up watching.
Where?
Oh, like England, Paris,
Ernie,
Germany.
Can I give you a shout out?
He's trying to cut
Can I give a shout out?
Yes, you can give a shout out.
Shout out to you.
Why?
You'll see. Check it out. I had to go upstairs and get this.
Oh!
Like I said,
Thank
Kenny,
you so much.
the three don't mean you're a shooter.
Yeah, oh man. Oh, you just knocking him down.
Yeah.
You knocking him down.
Bam. Good job, Ernie. Wow. He's a shooter too, Chuck.
Hell no.
That's the same thing.
Neither is Joe Ingles, 1 for 6.
Thank you very much.
I can't believe
I much
I
appreciate
can't believe
back.
that video over the other stuff that Mike and Phil
your
were
back.
throwing out.
Oh, you mean to show the ones where you were missing?
Yeah.
You had to go.
But
10
I only
videos
make
and five?
them when it counts, when I'm playing a Hall of Famer in a three-point shootout.
Like you don't get to erase.
I beat Chuck
You don't
that
even
day.
get to erase
He's a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You don't
yeah.
get to erase
do that.
all other bad stuff.
Huh?
You don't get to erase all the other misses.
Well, I know, but I made enough to beat you. And the Jazz did not make
Let's go
enough
get
to
your
beat
boy,
the
Mike.
Rockets tonight, did they? We go to the highlights of Game 2.
And we're going to have to win 4 games in a row to make my prediction come true.
Ain't gonna happen.
James Harden, man.
Oh,
Going.
hold on, wait for him.
Going. Back,
we gotta make it.
Utah. He's going,
Oh, did he
back,
push
No,
him?
back.
he did it to Wesley Johnson.
Oh,
that
see
one
there?
time.
Yes.
Oh, you do the shimmy.
Yes.
Come on, man.
That's why he missed it.
So without the shimmy,
Got him.
this is what happened.
How did he fly that far though?
Push him.
Is there an imaginary ghost in
Sure.
Is there a ghost in Houston?
Did Michael Jordan push Byron Russell?
Oh, yes, he did.
It don't matter, though. It don't matter if they go call it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, come on, man. Put foul. Oh, that's.
Off the window.
Yeah, but he missed the free throw, so no 4-point play.
That should be a penalty every time you foul a 3-point shooter.
70
It is. You get a free throw.
to 44.
I mean a stupidity penalty.
70 to 44 at the half.
Got him.
fellas. Chris Paul hits one there. Kenneth Faried.
I have no idea what Utah's doing defensively, Kenny.
No, I had neither do I.
Like, I mean, it's like.
Oh, my goodness.
It's unbelievable. Like in game 1, they were always trying to force him right, but I don't know what they were doing.
If you were playing pickup, you wouldn't play that.
The only other question was, would Harden get a triple-double? And yes, he does.
They're trying to play him straight up.
32, 13, and 10, so he joins Jokic and Westbrook and Ben Simmons as those with playoff triple-doubles in this playoff campaign.
You know what that means, though, Ernie?
What?
32% off. NBA.com.
NBAstore.com.
Yeah, NBAstore.com.
How did they come up with 32%? I meant to ask you that.
32,
Right here.
Yeah.
Me.
triple-double.
Yeah, that's
3 twos.
Yep.
See? Triple-double, 3 twos, 32.
okay. That's fair. I just
made that up on the fly. I don't know. I'm not there.
And TK, what are you trying to get me to do?
We're going to break.
Oh, we're going to break. We're going to break. When we come back.
Okay.
Let's get these commercials out the way so we can get the hell off TV.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Clearly, that's what we're doing. When we come back, we'll head to Boston. Pacers and Celtics
Come on, show like 5 commercials so we don't take another break.
playing Game 2. There's not much to talk about on that Houston win, was there?
Yep.
Eastern on TNT.
I trade my salary for just to get $1 every time I'm gonna see that between now and the end of the playoffs.
Shut up. The Indiana Pacers have overachieved this season. Their all-star Victor Oladipo played just 36 games before a right quad tendon injury put him on the shelf for the season. Still, they not only made the playoffs, but just missed out on having home court in the first round with the Celtics, where through 2 games, they can point to 2 quarters where this group of overachievers underachieved. The third quarter of Game 1 and the fourth quarter of Game 2. We go to TD Garden for the highlights of this one, as Kyrie Irving would have himself a big night and a better night for Bojan Bogdanovic than he had in the opener.
Oh, look up. Oh, you got to get one and one. You got to foul him harder.
Man, I've been kissed harder than that.
Tyreek
wanna hear about your
Evans
personal-
launching from deep. And then Aaron Holiday going to go coast to coast.
Tell you what, man,
looked good in the first half.
You got to take all your hat off to the Pacers. They play hard every night. Great job at Nate McMillan.
Stop on the dime, knockdown.
Man. And then Thaddeus Young gets the steal.
Thaddeus.
Boy, he's fun to watch, isn't he? Just a magician.
Tell you what, nice shout out to Brad Stevens for moving into the 2 in the second half. That was a big difference.
52-50 game at the half. Indiana dominated the third quarter. That's where they only had the 8-point quarter the other night.
Ooh, good move, youngin.
Darren Collison ain't young.
There he is.
Bogdanovich
My ninth champion
for 3. There's the young Darren Collison again.
Young man.
3.
Come on,
About
Darren
32.
Collison, 32, 33.
Miles Turner inside. So they outscore him 29-16 in the third quarter. In the fourth, they led by 12.
This is when the game changed right here. Actually, Kyrie was not in the game. Terry Rozier came in and gave him a great lift.
Oh.
Jason Tatum went crazy.
And then,
That's when they made their run, and Kyrie came in and finished them off.
yep, Kyrie comes on with about 7 minutes to go in the game and does his thing en route to a 37-point night. Meantime, Indiana was enduring a drought of nearly 8 minutes without a point.
7:54 to be exact.
That's nearly 8 minutes. Finally, they break the drought. Wesley Matthews connects. Bogdanovich also.
Then all of a sudden, you're like, it's right there. They're right there.
Yep. And when Bogdanovich does it again, they're up 91-89. They had 4 field goals.
This to
in the
me
fourth
right here was
quarter.
a big play. They were up
All
2.
3.
Good block.
They were up 2 then. That was not a good shot, but they were up 2. That could have did some damage.
Good pass. Block and Tatum.
Leave it.
They've got the lead and would not lose the lead.
Don't
They
settle. Don't settle. Find the open man. Find the layup.
They outscored them 10-0 in the last minute of the game.
I don't know what the hell this was.
This was they would like a mulligan on that inbounds. 94-91, and then
Need a
they don't
mulligan on
foul
this one,
until then. As Tatum with a 3-point play, and the Boston Celtics with the Game 2 win, 99-91. They've beaten the Pacers 5 straight times in 10 of the last 13. And after not winning a game all season long when they scored under 100 points, they've scored under 100 in both of the first 2 and won them both. 99-91 is the final tonight. Let's hear from, let's start with Brad Stevens.
Kyrie was incredible in coming back, and when he gets on a run like that, he's going to draw even more attention than he already draws, which is as much as anybody draws in the league. And so in the last couple minutes of the game, he just made the right play.
They put the ball in that guy's hands, and he makes things happen. He made some tough shots, and I think that was pretty much the ending factor for us. He was making shots, and they were playing defense, and we weren't able to make shots.
The object of the game is to outscore the other team, and I was trying to put as many points on the board as I could. We didn't start off as well as we would have liked, but that happens sometimes, and got to be able to weather the storm, and I think we did a great job of that tonight.
Every game's its own entity. You don't think about how good you played or how lucky you were or anything else. You try to get it done. You move on to what's next and play the next possession, and it's hard. We have to be ready for what's coming in Game 3.
So you look at these 2 decisive quarters, the third quarter in Game 1 when they scored 8 points, outscored by 18, and the fourth quarter outscored by 19, and they had that drought of, as you point out, 754, and that's not just without a field goal, that's without a point. So they only shot 2 free throws in the fourth quarter. So I mean, it just got bad and then got worse, and the Celtics, as you point out, with Rozier at first and then with Kyrie to finish him off.
It was very simple. Kenny talked about it earlier. The difference between, like I said earlier, all NBA players can play. But what separates the good teams, what an all-star and a superstar, those are 2 different things. They're without their all-star. And an all-star is a guy who says, hey, here's the ball. Get me a shot or get somebody else a shot. And without Oladipo, they don't have that guy. They get like, hey, Kyrie, hey, get me a basket or get me somebody else an open shot. That was the difference in the game. And like what people don't understand, if you actually look at and Kenny talks about this all the time. If you beat a team by 4 points a quarter, it looked like you blew them out because you beat them by 16. But most NBA games go down to the last 5 minutes when it's against the elite teams.
And when it came down to crunch time tonight, game on the line, Indiana just shooting themselves in the foot left and right.
Yeah, even though they don't have Victor Oladipo, they still have plenty of chances to win. Silly turnovers, ill-advised shots. You need a better shot right there, especially if you go 7:54 and you don't score. You got to put your head down, get to the hole, possibly get fired. This right here was a missed play, posed a backswing, but he didn't get it done. And this right here, hand it to the guy's not ready. Usually in that situation, they are giving it to a Victor Oladipo, but he's not out there. We can't harp on the fact that he's not there. Everybody else has to play. I'm going to need more out of Miles Turner. 8 points, not good enough for him. And I'm going to need better shots from Wesley Matthews. He knows better. He's a veteran, 2 for 8. You can't take ill-advised shots. Because you guys are making some great points, but they still had ample chances to win the game.
Yeah, you got ample chances.
But it's still
it's not the same because there's difference. Okay, when Kobe Bryant wasn't there, who would be the guy for you on the perimeter that you guys would go to? It's different between running a play and making a play. Like, I could run a play, and I can run it, and the point guard passes over the 4-man goes over and sets a screen and comes in. Then all of a sudden, talent takes over once the guy gets the ball in there. We need a guy who's talented enough to say we don't have to run a play, just go make a play. So if you're Indiana, there is no one right now. Those guys are great guys who can run plays, and they make great decisions when running a play. But in the last minute 15 of a basketball game in the NBA, college is different, but in NBA, the last minute and 15 is about making plays, not running plays.
Because if you have to look at it, they had a 2-point lead in the ball, but
That's when Horford came up with the block.
yes, but I didn't like that shot. It was kind of like it wasn't a powerful move. It was kind of like a runaway layup instead of getting something going to the basket. He wasn't being aggressive because he's never had to make a play where they says, hey, we're up 2, seal this thing, be our closer.
How many times when we were doing, because we do college basketball, how many times at the end of the game we go, man, that was a great play drawn up. At the end of the game, we go, wow, that's great. And in the NBA, you go, man, that was a great shot. We don't really look at the dissecting most of the time of the actual play. And that's the difference. And it's going to be now. If you're up 8-9 points and by running your offense,
there's no pressure.
Then there's no pressure in that.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to this situation, these situations, Boston will always have the advantage because not only Kyrie, they can throw it to Tatum as well, and he can make a play.
Game 3 in the series as it shifts to the field house in Indianapolis will be Friday, and then Game 4
And Ernie, let me make
will
one
be
point.
Sunday. Make a point. Go ahead.
Now, those guys going to play better at home.
Sure.
Because the guys who are not used to being stars or getting the baskets, they do play better at home. Yeah. So you can be encouraged if you're Indiana in that scenario.
As we head to break, the AT&T Dunk of the Night. And it belongs to a guy who's done this a few times.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Greek Freak?
Bully ball.
Oh, my goodness. The camera didn't even know he was
Bully ball.
They had the camera on the low.
Postseason like no one else can. From pregame to postgame, NBA TV is your home for around-the-clock playoffs analysis, highlights, and commentary, all postseason long. Coverage of the 2019 NBA playoffs live on NBA TV. Here's Mr. Pink.
I don't get it.
Reservoir Dogs.
Come on.
No, but I'm saying why he's Mr. Pink.
Because he's dressed like that.
No, he's not.
No,
those
you,
are Euro fits. That is not a Euro fit.
Thank you.
That's
And
an
he says,
Alabama
thank you.
fit. That's an Alabama fit.
What's wrong with
That's not Euro.
You don't like my
That's not a Euro fit.
I think I look good tonight.
No, I'm not
do.
saying that. No, that's not a Euro fit.
Don't be a haters, brothers.
Oh, my
Give a
God.
shout out.
Yeah.
Shaq requesting
You want another shout out?
another shout out.
It's Bojan Bogdanovich's birthday night. Did I say that correct?
It's his birthday?
Yes. Yeah.
It's officially his
How'd you
birthday
find
now.
out?
Bojan.
Yeah.
Huh?
He tweeted you or something?
No, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You mean somebody told you?
Somebody told you.
No.
Well, you hang out with Bojan?
It's not Bojan.
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 Wait, what was your theory earlier?
I said you spelled Trojan, Trojan, so it's Bojan, so it's not got to be Bojan.
Thank you.
Bojan Bogdanovich.
We going shopping on Rodeo Drive next time we in California.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers.
Danica Patrick.
Love me some Aaron Rodgers and Danica. I should come out of retirement for 1 year and play tight end with A-Rod.
So Blake Griffin did not play again. There's Giannis.
Hey, don't you look at me and think tight end?
No.
No, I think
That's the exact opposite. Give me that.
Yeah, that turned out to
my
be the
goodness.
AT&T dunk of the night.
I think loosey-goosey. Ooh, throw it down.
Aaron need a couple offensive linemen who retired. I can do that. I can block.
The Pistons were down 27 in game 1 at the half. They're up 1 on the Reggie Jackson bucket as they come to the third quarter.
There's that three.
Might as well be playing baseball.
He only shot 26% from out there, but he hit that one.
Yeah, but they're wide open, so give me that.
Volleyball.
Give me that. He's Shaq in the paint, man. He is Shaq in the paint. Once he's in here,
Euro.
it's done. It's done.
If he's coming at you full speed, it is
It's
over.
done. His athleticism and his size, his quickness, and his length.
Hey, Ernie,
Bucks had 3 guys with at least 20. Chris Middleton was one of them.
we're going to see how big you are in Milwaukee during the Eastern Conference Finals, Ernie.
Oh, come get this.
Give me that.
I never claimed to be big in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
Ernie,
I just proudly claim it as my hometown.
well, everybody big in their
Represent your hood,
hometown.
Ernie.
Shaq big in
your hood,
Sacramento, in San Antonio. Well, a lot of things big in San Antonio.
Oh, good pass.
Like what, Chuck?
Better pass.
Like what, Chuck?
I'm not letting him go there. No. I'm not Shaq. I'm not letting him go. We got San Antonio tomorrow night. We can go there tomorrow night. We got him tomorrow
Oh,
night.
seriously, we're going to go to your childhood home in Milwaukee during the Eastern Conference Finals.
Mean Streets in Milwaukee, North 68th
Let's
Street.
knock on the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done that before.
We're going to do it together.
120 to 99, Milwaukee.
There wasn't no black house.
Milwaukee has a
Just can't be
2-0
walking up
lead.
damn people's houses.
Milwaukee has a 2-0 lead.
Knocking on the door,
Just
banging
walking
at
up,
the
knocking on the door and
police.
say, I used to live here.
Yeah, okay.
Won't you try that in Leeds, Alabama, see what happens?
You know, the only thing that can rescue me right now is Mike Budenholzer.
The house even up and it leads. It's still alive. It's still there.
In the first half, there's times when we're just, felt like we're just trying to basically beat our guy without any passes. And, when there's lanes and there's opportunities, we like that. But I think, we got to be just as willing to make a couple of passes, move the defense a little bit, and then attack again. Second half was better. Giannis, the first, couple minutes, getting 7 points. I don't think he didn't feel great about how he played in the first half. And, he usually, when he feels that way, he's going to do something to change it.
We've done a great job responding all year, and I think he trusts us. He knows that we know when we're messing up. We know that when we're not putting enough effort. So he just comes in, he looks at our faces. We all pissed off and mad, and he's like, okay, you guys go out there and do your job.
By Giannis, 60 points in the paint for the Bucks, 28-10 in fast break points, and now they head to Detroit for Game 3. That'll be Saturday night, and Game 4 on TNT Monday. The Bucks on top 2-0. Their first 2-0 series lead since the Eastern Conference semis against Charlotte in 2001, and they are rolling, are they not, Chet?
Oh, they're rolling. Perfect matchup, honestly, to start off. Someone that kind of a dress rehearsal in a sense, because, obviously no Blake, but, and then Detroit limped into the playoffs as well in terms of their last, 10 games. They probably won 3. So they weren't.
But 15-11 after the All-Star break.
Yeah,
So
but
got them
last
in there.
10, 7, and I think 3 and 7.
I want to talk about what Giannis said because, we always talk about coaches, what they do and what they don't do. He said that the coach walks in, sees the looks on our faces and says, go out and play. That right there just tells me that their team is in tune to what they're supposed to do. Because Phil Jackson, Pat Riley was like that. It wasn't a lot of, X and O's is on practice day, but on game day, hey man, you know what you got to do, write 1 or 2 things on the board and just go out and do it. And it was up to us to go out and do it. And they've been doing that all year.
And I said this the other night, Brooklyn, the Clippers, Milwaukee, am I missing anybody?
I don't know. What are you trying to?
Toronto?
The team, Indiana, those teams have a culture, Shaq, where they play hard every single night. Like, they don't have peaks and valleys. They bring effort. If Indiana... San Antonio, they've had some peaks and valleys this year.
Clippers?
I said the Clippers.
Did you?
Yeah. But there's 4 teams in this league that play hard every single night. They might lose, but it's not for lack of effort.
I do have a question if we can, at some point. And I'm willing to stay longer because
This would be the point.
I told you I was going to leave.
Well, I dare you.
But no, I'm going to stay longer. Are we ever going to go to his board and see? Because it's the end of the year.
Yeah, let's do it tomorrow. Let's do it. Let's do that tomorrow.
And just go through.
We'll go to the board tomorrow, and we'll eliminate some of those.
We see where he was right and where he was wrong.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's not do it right now.
Well, just show up that one that said the Lakers ain't gonna make the playoffs.
Let's do. Okay, let's. Yeah,
No, we're gonna come back to that.
This would be a good thing to do tomorrow.
Okay.
This will be fun.
Okay.
I'm just saying. And
Good question, Ken.
Yeah.
At some point.
Thank you, Shaq.
Let me point this out about the Pistons, by the way. They're going to try to avoid a piece of NBA history when they play Game 3 at Detroit because they have lost 12 straight postseason games now. The record is 13, held by?
Man, somebody who made the playoffs and
Lakers.
losing that much?
The New York Knicks.
Knicks.
13 straight postseason losses. Detroit trying
What, they
not
going
to
to tie the
join.
record?
So you want to be a tight end, huh?
Oh, look at you.
I dove for the first down, Allen.
Them lines tripping you.
Come on, come on, hey, come on,
Tight end?
I dove.
Question mark?
Listen, I'm telling you, A-Rod's lost 2 offensive linemen who retired. I think I would say my offensive talent be on the offensive line.
Boy, that's
You're supposed to punch, Ernie.
Yeah.
That's what an offensive linemen do.
right.
You want to block me right now? Let's go.
Oh,
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
I hate it when it gets to
Let's do
this. I really do. I hate it when it gets to this. He threatens to get up and do something to you.
Sure.
You know, like when we're in here like this. Oh!
Hey, you remember that?
Yeah, with those hands, you should be an offensive lineman. That's an excellent idea.
Terrell
I was
Owens.
caught off guard.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember this. Tebow loved
this
this.
Remember this one?
He almost knocked you in the studio K.
I didn't want to. I didn't.
Oh, you don't want the ball. Look at him run. Oh, my God.
Oh, they call me Ernie.
They just set me up, Tim
many
Tebow.
things.
Look at him tackle, Ernie. That's the way he tackle in real life, y'all.
Hey.
I got him down.
No.
I got him
No,
down.
you didn't.
You put the Larry Bird big finger up. Larry Bird.
Those were the days when we could tackle each other in the place.
Man, y'all better ease up on my stuff, too.
Okay.
Yo, that is not a European cut. Just let him know. Forget you. That's a
Oh,
churro.
the churro fit. Oh, one of the greatest of all time. Well done.
Churro.
Well done.
Othello. You win, Othello.
That is one of
win.
the greatest of all
Oh,
time.
that might be the best. I'm done, man. I'm done with y'all, man. I'm loving it. Oh, no, all right. I'll stay for another second.
All right.
I'll stay.
Othello killing Chuck.
There's still time to score $1 million with the perfect bracket. Play NBA Pick'em Playoffs Bracket Challenge now. You have until April 18th to lock in your predictions at nba.com/bracket challenge. Got to pick the winners of each series and the number of games.
Oh, that's the catch.
Yeah, that is.
That's the catch. Because I knew it couldn't be just picking
have
the
to
winners.
Yeah.
Is it over?
You can still do it now. You still
I'm
have
gonna
time.
do it right now.
Here's the schedule for Thursday. Sixers and Nets on TNT. This is a great night. Nuggets and Spurs on NBA TV, and then we've got the Warriors and Clippers from Staples Center in LA. Certainly a lot of talk about Kevin Durant, Patrick Beverley in that series. Here's KD.
They're playing a gimmick defense, which has been working, top blocking everything on the perimeter. So guys not even looking at the three-point line. They're just forcing guys inside the three-point line. So for us, when I get the ball in my spots, I got a pest, Patrick Beverley, who's up underneath me. Well, I could definitely shoot over top and score every time if it's a one-on-one situation. But we got a guy that's dropping and helping, and then we got another guy that's just sitting on me, waiting for me to dribble the basketball. If I put the basketball on the floor, I can probably make 43% of my shots if I shoot them like that. But that's not really going to do nothing for us with the outcome of the game, because we got a nice flow. Everybody touching the rock, everybody shooting and scoring. So when the guy is that small, you got the advantage. But the refs see, we hear David and Goliath a lot growing up, so that story is pretty much prominent in people's minds. So when you put that out there on the court against me, then the ref's gonna give him a little bit more. So when he run up on me like a pit bull, grab me, hold me, I don't mind it. That's how he make his money. That's how he feed his family. But if I throw something back, then let us play. I'm not gonna get in the way of the game because you know, I want to have a little back and forth with Patrick Beverley. I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am. Y'all know who I am.
Ooh, love to hear the reaction from this panel on that.
Ernie, this is so silly and stupid. He got a little leprechaun guarding a guy who's 7 feet tall. Just go to the box, throw him the ball, make him double, or he gonna score.
No, but he's saying that they're allowing Pat to do stuff to him.
No.
Oh, let me finish. He's saying that they allowed him to push him in the gimmick defense. So he's saying a plea to whoever's in charge, just let us play.
You know what?
don't mind.
But yeah, why is a 7-foot guy playing against a guy who's 5'10" at the most, trying to dribble?
Patrick Beverley's not 5'10".
Well, what I'm saying though, why would he? If you're 7 feet tall, I would never dribble the ball.
That's not his game, though. That's never been his game to go.
You have to change. The situation dictated, Shaq. It doesn't do him any good to try to dribble against a guy. I would never dribble the ball against Bugsy Bogues.
You know that.
I would know
that, but
yeah, but his center of base is different.
What does that mean?
Meaning, when he posts up there, what he's basically saying, they're allowing
7 foot,
Patrick.
but he's light.
Right, and they're allowing.
He can't post up Patrick Beverley.
Right. No, he can post him up, but they're allowing him to foul him. But out of all of that, what I did like, honestly, was the fact that he said, y'all know who I am. Because at times throughout the last 3, since he's been in Golden State, I've always felt that Kevin Durant didn't realize he was Kevin Durant. He would make statements and say, or answer questions that Kevin Durant doesn't have to answer. Kevin Durant is the second best or the best player in basketball. There are questions or things that happen on the court and game. He's Kevin Durant, he doesn't have. So I like the fact that he's saying, y'all know who I am. I would now not answer certain things.
Is Patrick Beverley in his head?
He is, but he shouldn't be. If they put a little guy on me, I say, hey guys, I'm going right to this box.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Your era guy. I'm gonna give you a guy. He's maybe not as boisterous. T.R. Dunn.
Yes.
Okay, a guy like T.R. Dunn. All he was in the game for in that era was for defense.
Foul and push.
Wait, so now we're gonna put T.R. Dunn on you on the perimeter.
I'm fighting. I'm giving him the advantage.
Right.
That's my point.
Right.
Why in the world would I want the ball on the perimeter so I have to dribble 5 or 6 times? If I go to the box, just throw me the ball. All you got to do.
Your advantage is the box and your
all
weight.
you got to do is throw it up here.
But your
Patrick
weight.
Beverley ain't gonna get above here.
Yeah, but that's not how they play it.
And your
That's
bottom.
what you have to adjust.
Your center of gravity is easier. You can't
Everybody
be
touches
pushed
the
out.
ball.
Listen, Patrick, first of all, you have a good point because it's easy to me, a short guy with a big butt. When I played against tall
Say
guys,
that again?
A short guy with a big butt.
Okay, all right.
I had a great center of gravity.
Right, so right now,
yes,
they're allowing him even the hand check. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, man.
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
Oh, take this little
It's
dude
not
to
as
the box.
easy as you say.
It is. Patrick Beverley got no strength on KD. Please stop it.
Okay.
You guys, you millennials, y'all just jackasses, man.
See, but that ain't
I'm
how the
sick of
kid
y'all
play.
making excuses. Don't let
been in the league
that
10 years.
KD. Don't let that little guy guard you, man.
See, that's why we can't wait for tomorrow night.
Come on, man.
With the doubleheader on NBA TV.
Come on, man.
And one game.
Come on.
On
You
NBA
got to adapt
TV.
your game to the situation, Shaq.
But if you don't practice post move, you just can't tell somebody.
You ain't
go
got
to
to
post.
practice. You got a little leprechaun guarding you in the
All right.
post.
Yeah,
Here we
but
go.
letting them touch them up.
We're coming back to wrap it up on Inside the
Shaq,
NBA.
I tried to guard you in the post.
Presented by
That's disrespectful,
Kia
ain't it?
in just a minute.
That's barbecue
You chicken.
non-fat chicken.
Yes, I borrowed the Vaseline that he keeps in his neighborhood.
Hey, that's for my lips only, babe. I like it. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with keeping Vaseline in your navel.
Come on, man.
Can't walk around with ashy lips.
You know he does that, right?
Partner of the NBA. Visit Kia.com to learn more.
Catch Skeets, Taz, Lee, and Trey as they break down all the matchups, all the moments, and all the memes from the 2019 NBA playoffs on NBA TV. It is that time.
It's time for
EJ's Reno Saturday Night.
Presented by No One.
Come on, Ernie.
Unsullied by sponsorship since
1989.
Thank you very much.
You have to write that
Oh,
down.
you had it down there. Very good. Yeah, okay. So we, last night in that Denver-San Antonio game, did you see what happened to Gary Harris?
Yes, I did. The loose ball foul.
He took a shot there from LaMarcus Aldridge. down there in the man region.
It was definitely a loose ball foul.
And here's the deal. Niko Jokic has a way to relieve the pain, he tells him.
First of all, that doesn't work.
This is how you do it. And Jokic says it's all about you got to pound on your feet. Apparently, slamming your feet on the ground helps.
First of all,
That's not a Serbian day.
that's not anything. That thing hurts.
It works. No,
That does not help.
It works, Chuck.
See Gary Harris going to try and say, hey,
look, hey.
feels better already.
I'm gonna tell you what, Ernie.
What?
So I have a friend that, when stuff like that happens, we just make up something as a remedy because the person will try anything when they're in that type of excruciating pain.
I can't believe you said that because, as Tim Kiley was so sharp in pointing out, he said, I remember a home remedy thing that happened right here on our set. And it was when the Chuckster pulled a hammy. And here's how it played out.
I'm gonna go back and see him again this week.
Oh! Uh-oh, crampage? What a hammy. Uh-oh, he gets the thing that I got when your hammy goes crazy.
Squeeze your top of your lip. Squeeze the top of your lip. Dead serious.
Squeeze the what?
Top of your lip. Top right here. Right there. It goes away. I'm dead serious.
What? Why are you grabbing your
No,
lip?
I'm dead serious, Chuck.
Well, you from the hood? Coming up with hood rat?
Do what you want then.
Oh, look at this fat laugh, and I'm in pain. You think this is funny? This laughing in my ear. This cramps ain't no joke.
So I'm drinking all that sodium Coca-Cola and drink some water sometime.
Grab your lip, grab your lip. You're looking back at him. Am I doing it the right way?
When you're in pain, you'll do anything.
The moment that the cramp hit.
Fun and games. I'm about to get an iPhone.
So you start drinking some water. Start drinking all that soda.
Drinking water during the whole playoffs.
Yes. The snake oil sales.
Grab your lip and turn in a circle. Turn in a circle. Grab your lip. I'm telling you, Chuck, it'll go away.
Funny guy. Like a little jerk Benny.
That's a wrap for Inside. See y'all on Thursday night.
That's funny.